What's up, everyone? Mikey Underdog in the building. All right, I just wanted to throw out some content today and started off by kind of just introducing myself real quick for some of you guys who are new and just watching these videos. I'm Mikey. I've been trading for 2+ years now, going on three. Starting to. Um, I'm a momentum trader. All right, I love trading momentum. I love trading the first legs up on momentum. I love, you know, being an active momentum. That's just kind of that's my style of trading. So I know you guys see us. We're in the Goblin Gang now, or I'm in the Goblin Gang too. We are, and I love it. I want to be around a lot of people. I want to grow as a trader, and this is gonna be a great opportunity, and this is where I'm going to be in Goblin Gang Discord. Okay, the type of trader I am too is when I alert something or play something as an active momentum trader. I take entries and I don't just sit there and let things go against my average. All right, did that in the past, trying to play the volatility, active momentum, right? Active momentum, a lot of volume. You're going to get, just in this, example, when there's a lot of momentum here, it's a lot of volume, right? The volatility, it can, go against you. So I don't want to get caught in something in a candle that has, 20, 15, 30 cent range and take big size and, go red or have things go against me. So, you know, I am a make or break or a make or bail type of trader, break or bail type of trader. And, I protect my capital. That is what we do as day traders, right? We protect our capital. I'm not going to sit there and say, like, hey, I'm in this. I'm going to take a loss to the face because I mentioned it or, I had an opinion about something. You know, I want to break something down to you guys, and it's very important, right? If you can't read level 2, and I use this TOS active trader as my level 2, and when the ask and the bids disappear, I look to level 2 real quick, or I pop it out of the screen and have it like right there in the tape, seeing orders go through, and it's something you gotta learn quick. It takes a while, but at levels in certain areas, you gotta learn this stuff. This is so important. Okay, so I'm an active momentum trader. I love playing off the 5 minute. I use the 1 minute as a guide off a 5 minute entry, and that's what I do. I don't hold stocks for a long time. Never been really into that. If I get caught in a bull run, and I'll show you one that we got caught in and why we played it, but I want to actually go over my loss first. It wasn't crazy. I played FFIE on this 5 minute pivot play that I called out. Was looking for this area to pretty much hold 595s after we had this big huge push. But let me just remove some lines real quick. All right. I tried to play this play and it didn't work. Would I play this again? Absolutely. There's nice volume. The push up was nice, but the thing is that if you kind of look at the daily, you kind of see it's painting a bigger picture. All right, it's having trouble here. I'll go over this too. This is like a liquidity trap right here, right? Big volume, light volume day, then gaps up, tries to make new highs. We're gonna go over why. And this actually daily setup. There's a 5 minute beautiful setup, two of them, a level play, and then actually a beautiful 5 minute flag that actually worked compared to trying to play something that pops up, starts to flag, and then breaks down. But this is painting a picture. This failed. That's okay. Uh, Cut the loss. I had a picture too of the loss, and I only had 30K, nothing crazy, right? And people are like, how did you took a loss for 30K? And when I'm trading, I want to be there. So I've learned to take my size, manage my risk, because if that thing goes, I want to have something to, so if something starts to rip, I'm there with enough size so I can start making, some nice chunks of money. Now, if it doesn't go, I start to reduce my size right away and I try to play with smaller risk. I'm being there while the trade is happening, but then I'm managing my risk at the same time. Okay. Um, yeah, so this didn't work. And you know what? That's fine. We kind of already played this a couple days. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back. All right. And so many people were asking, you know, why do we take this first pullback right here? You know, and as you heard me saying, before, this was a nice daily liquidity trap right here. Huge volume pop. Yeah, it couldn't hold its gains, but it closed roughly around the 200s. The next day, it pulled back on super light volume. It's just kind of like a daily inside bar play. And then what happened is that, pre-market, let me zoom out a little bit. This thing already started trying to gap up. So any shorts that were, in this for a swing or trying to short it now, looking at the daily, we're kind of underwater. All right, this thing closed. Anybody who was in there from, yesterday holding the short, whatever the case may be, they're thinking this is going to come down. Um, a nice liquidity trap. All right, you're going to see these daily inside bar plays. They're actually really good to play if we can get the active momentum and nice volume like we did. All right, and somebody asked me because called it an alert. I slapped some. I slapped just 12K, nothing crazy, but I wanted to just to be there. And then it started to go, so I didn't want to average up so quick just in case something didn't work out. Right? I'm always about protecting myself, being there, trying to hit it the gas, to be there, and then I'm in defense mode. But I wanted to pull this back out real quick, and I'll pull both charts, but pretty much 527 is right here. All right, roughly like right here to be perfect on the dot, right? So we got this pre-market confluence, but if you zoom out and you look at the bigger picture, you're gonna notice something. Let me zoom out all the way. All right, that so zoom out to 1, 2, so you guys kind of see this on all time frames and not just one. Let me see if we can see it. Okay, boom. Here's was a pretty nice level that if you look at this bottom floor, it kind of bounced, bounced, bounced. It tried again, it broke down, but once it actually broke over it, it pulled back and consolidated or even pulled back on light volume, as you can see right here, to that level. All right. Lighter volume on the pullback compared to the nice push up. So it's definitely worth a stab with some confluence over here, pre-market pivot. Let me pull back this. My bad, guys. Let me just pull this back. All right, we got some pre-market pivot, but if you look back and look at the bigger picture over here, the daily body close too. It's another level. You had that, nice consolidation. Let me zoom out. Yeah, this nice consolidation right here where it bounced, 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 got respected. So pull back to that level after it broke out of it and pull back to light volume. And yes, we were in early. And how I played this is that when you see this 1 minute flag right here, I added more size. We had this nice pop up, lower volume pullback again, consolidation, and it popped out, pulled back again. And this is like back to back flags, in my opinion. And, this was a spot that it had a little trouble, broke out, pulled back again. Look at the VPA right here. This stair step down, and then it gets even better. And I even told my boys while we were trading, like, hey, this is amazing. You know, we actually have a big reason why to play this because we're actually looking for this daily high breakout right here, 693. Okay, that was like pretty much a big target. All right, this is setting up. The VPA on this is stair stepping down, and I always look at a nice big push after the 5, and I look at the other one. I see the push that it made. It's getting extended. It's making the flag pull. Beautiful. I look at this candle and I see people take profits, which is fine. Anybody who added down here, added these 1 minute flag setups, these first 1 minute 8 EMA pullbacks, are looking to take profit. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But the biggest thing, what I said was, we got to watch how this second candle closes. This is going to be a mixture between buyers and sellers, people taking profits. You're going to get big volume out of that because anybody who had some size, play this on here. Anybody looking to play, like, maybe the $6 break, depending on how some people are trading this. If they missed it, you got a nice 1 minute 3 bar. whatever the case may be. But once this second volume stick right here on this nice flag bowl, looking for that 3 bar, setup where you have this volume decrease. I love these ones, by the way. These are my go-to flags, and especially when they have some meaning behind it. Like, hey, we're looking for, you know, we added this right here, this pullback to look for it to break back over the daily 200s. It got above it. Now it's pulling back, right? If you look at the confluence, it's pulling back. It's holding that level. But more importantly, this second body candle pulled back on light volume, which is amazing. This thing is not selling off. This thing is not getting pushed down. And then boom. What we're looking for is the first 5-minute candle to make a new high, right? We want to see this break with increasing volume. We got a nice 500K stick. It popped over, it pulls back, and then it rips. And the best thing about these flags is if you zoom in right here, you look at how this candle closed. We're watching the time up here. As soon as this candle closed, boom, it hit 10 o'clock. It opened up at 10:01, and it started to go. Look at this 1-minute candle. It rips, and this pretty much is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A nice 5-minute strong close, right? It broke out of here. It broke out of the top of the flagpole. That's the first part, all right? Now we're watching how I'm using the 1 minute to guide this because now this has nice momentum. And then the target was, 640s, 639 to make new highs. All right, it didn't happen. And the way where it continued after that break to get that huge daily break, but it did touch that target. It's just a beautiful 5-minute setup. I look for these all day. Okay, so this is the difference between something setting up clean like this, right, and then attempting to play something where not so clean right here. But I try to stay consistent in what I play. Pivot plays, 5-minute flags, anything that kind of gets a little nice push, a pop. I was honestly looking for a re-breakout, and it was really close. And if you even see these type of plays, the range that it has to go for where it was setting up, 595 to try to break 634, you're looking at like 40 cents. That's not bad. Um, but on the first day when we played this right here, it just first adds this pulled back, 570s to our daily target right here, 640s, is pretty much 70 cents. That's amazing from this 5-minute flag. More range, more power behind it, more meaning. Okay, there's plenty of times that you will see these type of setups or this type of VPA on other names, other plays, and maybe it's super backside. This play already did this huge run up. Now it's pulling back, and this name's hitting scanners. It's setting a flag, but it's below the 200s. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to things that are trending. Huge thing. But more importantly, you guys got to learn how to read this tape in level 2. I want to see big buyers step up on certain areas. I want to see if big sellers are starting to unload. There's a huge thing that we went over in my YouTube channel where it goes over hidden sellers. If this price was sitting at 537 right here and it's at 96, say it was a 10K, 20K, 30K ask right there, it drops all at one and people are buying it. It's just not moving, and there's just someone is just distributing, dumping. Maybe as me, if I'm grabbing size, maybe it's time just to get out. Say I slap that wall to join the momentum, the wall's chipping, and it goes. There's just things that you really want to learn and pay attention to. Where these things set up and why they set up is so important. Okay, this is a beautiful flag. All right, want to go over that one, and just because I had to leave that day, it was quick. Hit the gas, made a nice bag, and then I left. But something I saw in KRBP, this is me having FOMO. I'm out with my family having a great time. That's amazing. But Herb or Thiz actually saw this flag, and Herb called a nice cup and handle. But look at the VPA on this name. Okay, look at the volume on this day on 6-7. It had volume. You know, there's reason to play this thing. You know, so looking like a daily breakout. Just want to check if it had news. Let's see what it did. Announced timely completion of construction. So it had some type of PR. I don't care what it is. Honestly, I've seen things with great news shit the bed. I've seen things with horrible news and rip. It's wherever the volume is. All right, there's bigger fish than us than just retail traders. You know, you got to follow the moves, but more importantly, you got to follow the tape. All right, if things are heavy, meaning where you just it's like dumping, it can't break this level, it can't break this level. You know, maybe you should stop messing with it. Identify when the market is screaming bull and identify when it's screaming short. I personally love playing both sides. You know, if I can short it on TOS, I'm probably going to short it. Large caps, I love, you know, shorting. That's a whole different story though. Just want to go over this 5 minute flag. Stay on topic too. I love this stuff, so I can really break down the market in so many ways for you guys. But this said, look at this VPA pullback right here. Look at this pivot right here. And I didn't play this one. I'm just going over this because I want you guys to see this. I want eyes on these things because they happen all the time on this time frame. The 5 minute is the sauce, and I'm like showing you guys this. Been consistently profitable in great markets, slow markets, you know, whatever the case may be, you know. No one to hit the gas, no one to chill. But nice cup right here, you know. And the thing with these is that you're gonna zoom out. You're gonna look for targets, right? Look at this. Once this thing broke out of here, now you're just literally looking at targets on the daily. What's next? What's next? Is there another type of play out of this? You know, can we get the 95 break? Can we try to get the 86? But when things start to set up and there's some type of reason to, hey, if we can get enough bulls or enough buying pressure on this, can it make new highs? Is there enough people trading this to get new highs from it? And you know, the thing might rip and then dump. You know, I don't know. You know, it just depends how the market wants to react. You know, nice 5 minute flag, nice cup and handle, nice 5 minute pullback right here. Nice VPA. I love this stair step down. The third one's explosive. Even the fourth one, okay, you got the pull. That gives you a igniting volume. Okay, this is even better because this one actually starts the move. This actually stair steps down. Okay, VPA is beautiful. It stair steps down, increases volume, has this flat top to get out of, but instead of rejecting and, you know, having this type of effect right here, it pulled back on light volume, held the previous flat top breakout, and then ripped. Great call by the boys, by Thiz and Herv. It was just a great play all around. All right. Beautiful. Blue. All right. Played this blue move, and unfortunately, I'm going to be honest with you. This thing pulled back quite a bit. It was right here, this 1 minute flag right here, and I believe it was triggered because I kind of slapped it, and you know, and even pulled back to right here. Oh, this is not the same chart. I'm like, this doesn't even look right. All right, cool. Right here, this is actually another nice 5 minute setup. This pulled back, held. If you look left right here, kind of held this consolidation area. I was looking for actually a $5 hold, like a bigger one. But was able to get in this. I couldn't alert it because as soon as I slapped it, it just like kind of did this thing right here. You know, and I'm not going to be the guy who slaps something and then alerts it. You know, I try to really get in on these type of setups where, you know, I'm mentioning it because I want you guys to see that I'm playing it. You know, where are my ads? Why I'm adding it? What are my risks? You know, where am I going to cut this thing? And so forth. The plan with this one was simple. This was like pretty much flagging on the daily, you know, nice sideways consolidation, and we're looking for new highs, looking for the 536 break on this, and it did exactly that. Barely even pulled back, to be honest. You had this one nice 5 minute pop, lower volume pullback right here, and instead of it breaking down, if you look left right here, it was a kind of an area of consolidation, And then if you zoom out, you know, of this right here, this was a decent level for its either buy or step up, and hold, and rip. I definitely initiated that, on that one in the sense of just I slapped it. Okay, but what I'm more of trying to get at is that look for a reason to play something and have some type of confluence. The biggest thing for me was for the $5 hold. You know, I think $5 is pretty a big number for like small caps. Either when they're gearing up to break it, to hold it, and stuff like that. Looking for a daily breakout. I like the VPA when things kind of slow down and they kick back up. Um, you know, so that's what I wanted to go over real quick. Nothing too crazy. I just want to introduce myself again to other people who just started subscribing, and I appreciate it too, guys. Like, if you guys want more breakdowns of, I have so many flags that I played. It's amazing. I go like detail, like in depth, like hours on it, and I back tested this for so long, and that's where my confidence is. Like, I play these all the time anywhere, and then if any of you guys see these type of setups, it's great because you can point them out. They're low risk. You know what you were looking for, and that's what I play. All right. Just wanted to go over some loss, why I was a loser. I want to go over some winners, why I was a winner, some confluence of just paying attention to the daily. Remember to look back, study level 2. Look for hidden sellers. Look for certain levels to react and why they're reacting. You know, again, just because something is looking beautiful, or if it's flagging, is it a backside play? Does it even have range? Is it even worth taking on some risk to something that just doesn't have range? All right, but yeah, I will talk to you guys later.